Hi, Jack. Uh, I wanted to introduce myself. I felt the need to. So perhaps you can see the context in which I ask my questions or write my essays or whatever. Uh, I want to tell you who I am and why I'm here. Now, first of all, I'm rapidly approaching 75. I'm a retired guy. I'm retired from a career in law, government, business, and teaching. For the last 10 years, I've been an adjunct in the Criminal Justice Department of TSU. In that role, I have taught a course in legal philosophy, which I don't have any education in. I'm an autodidact. Phil taught me that word. I found I was very interested in learning more about legal philosophy and philosophy, so I thought, what the hell? It'll be a good idea. It'll be fun. I'm going to go over to MTSU and get another bachelor's degree in philosophy. And I didn't want to do one of the old people audit the course free kind of stuff. I wanted to set a goal and take 2 years to do it. I have a son, by the way, who's 25. He's got a degree in anthropology, and he's also here at MTSU getting his additional bachelor's degree in geoscience so he can actually get a job. Anyway, I wasn't prepared for the effect of going back to college that it would have on me. It really lit a fire under me, and I'll tell you who did it and why, but this going back to school thing has had a big impact on my life. I found myself in a little Athens. I've got metaphysicians and epistemologists, Humeans, Kantians, a Spinozist, a Jamesian, all of these people who I can engage with and learn. I'm becoming a Jamesian. I have taken, when I graduate, I will have taken 15 of my 30 required hours from Phil. And this is what's, I find, so cool about going to school is here I am, I want to learn about William James, and I get to do it interacting with a guy that's a Jamesian scholar. I want to learn about Spinoza, and I've got Ron. If I wanted, God forbid, to learn about 19th century German idealism, I've got Mike. Anyway, and the best part of going to school for me has been the interaction with all of these young people. I've become friends with a lot of them. Anyway, the story is, when I came over to MTSU, my first person to meet was Mike Hens in intro, and I'm telling you what, he blew me away with his metaphysical and epistemological stuff. I mean, I say this sincerely, he changed the way that I experience the world. That's a huge thing to me. I mean, here I am, an old guy, and I've seen that philosophical thinking can change the way I experience the world. I mean, how cool is that? Well, then I had Phil, my first two classes, Mike for intro and Phil for happiness. Happiness is a big thing for me. I say that in 1977, I made a commitment to be happy. A goal. I set a goal to be happy. And I've achieved it in 1999. That only took, what, 23 years. But in happiness class, I learned about Epictetus and Epicurus and Aristotle, and I saw how philosophy can explain my experience over those 23 years. I saw how I could wrap philosophy around my experience, and most importantly, that philosophy, Epicurus, Epictetus, Aristotle, can lead to happiness, which is the goal. So I became an enthusiastic philosophy student, sharing the gospel of happiness. I perhaps became a little pedantic. Anyway, I started sharing what I was learning with my young friends. A lot of these kids are struggling with issues in life, and I found a bunch of them would come to me for advice. I was one Elizabeth called me a dope grandpa. But anyway, in talking to them about their life experiences and their life expectations, using philosophy against my experience, we developed friendships. And here's a happiness tip that I give, which you know, friendship. Having friends, having good positive relationships is perhaps the most important element of happiness. Anyway, I wanted to share my excitement with philosophy, what I was learning about how to live a good life with my grandchildren. So I started during the pandemic lockdown making a series of videos where in the beginning I was talking about how to be happy, a philosophy of happiness. The videos have morphed into more of me expressing my philosophy as it develops to my progeny. I'd like for these videos, which are on YouTube, to be something that 20 years from now, my little grandson can look back and say, hey, that was Granddaddy. He was pretty cool, and you know, he's got some good shit to say. So anyway, I call the videos Grandfather Philosophy. I'm up to 11 now. In the last one, I got to Plato. Now, of course, I don't know much about Plato except in my autodidactic capacity. But that's what I'm going to get out of you. I've already got stuff out of you with the Malaysians, but I'm going to get from you a better understanding of Plato and Socrates and Aristotle. Now, my next Grandfather Philosophy video will be on the Malaysians, by the way. And in my 4-page essay, when I get it done, will essentially be my roadmap for that video. So anyway, like I said, I'm getting stuff out of you. I like the shit you're making up. Now, I have fallen in love with Spinoza's God. I did a video as a presentation in Phil's atheism class where I discovered Spinoza's God. Ron turned me on to Spinoza. And my understanding of Spinoza's God has been really beneficial to me. I'm thinking a lot about him right now because of in your class, we're talking about connecting with everything. And I'm taking environmental ethics with Phil, and of course I've got to establish my relationship with nature in order to evaluate my views on environmental ethics. So anyway, this is me, and this is where I'm coming from. I look forward to this class. I thank you for being there. In addition to my other advisors, Mike and Ron and Phil, I hope to add you now because to help me understand these ancients. So there you go. Look forward to seeing you in class and enjoying the rest of this semester.